Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo August 5, 2022. Transits today stir your courage to do something more daring. This year, you're connecting with your independence and personal courage, overcoming any existing fears of trusting your instincts or going it alone. Today, you may make connections that point you in the right direction, whether through a person, a chance meeting, information you come across, or a sudden realization. You also need to sync up with your deeper needs and feelings or loved ones today. At the same time, your need for more personal freedoms and authentic self-expression is intense. Do watch for slapdash outbursts and decisions that force an issue. Aim to be the one in charge by honoring your heart rather than reacting with your ego. If you focus on making improvements rather than grand gestures or big moves, you'll more thoroughly enjoy your week. You may be at your most impulsive now, and it's important not to be reactive, which is how to work towards true independence. You may get some help from a person from your past or an epiphany about a long-term dilemma. August begins with a powerful astrological alignment, and you are the main event. For many years, since 2018 in particular, you have had to learn to roll with the punches and embrace a whole new version of yourself, with electric Uranus sending shivers through your solar first house of identity. Yet, as mighty Mars, the red planet of passion, drive, and sex, joins in a conjunction with the Great Awakener, you will feel rebellious and demand to break free of any limitations or cages that bound you to cycles that frustrate you. When it comes to your relationships, you could demand a whole new sense of liberation or find that you're impulsively following your desires. Asserting yourself might come out of nowhere today. You are not one to come out swinging. But you may benefit from taking charge when Mars conjuncts both Uranus and the North Node in your sign. Even though this might be somewhat out of character for you, it could set you apart in a professional setting. You might swoop in on an interview or introduction. You could even stand up for yourself against a colleague or client. Whatever you do, just know that it is part of your professional fate and destiny. You may find yourself reminiscing today. Perhaps you are thinking about friends and family members who live far away, and wondering what they're doing. You could feel a little nostalgic, not to mention blue, and can long for memories long past. Consider making some long-distance phone call today to counteract these feelings. If you aren't able to connect with a particular person, spending a little time looking through a photo album may bring them closer to you. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. You feel as if you're in touch with some new kind of energy, and it's helping you take care of business like never before. People really need to stay out of your way today. You're on fire. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose with much higher chances for success. You should be feeling bold and optimistic today, and you'll want to put this energy to good use. You'll feel open to exploring new connections with people around you. This is a good day for selling yourself and reaching out to people in a social context. Feel free to take the initiative in planning a party or get-together. You don't need a reason. A light-hearted energy fills the day when a vibration is happening. Chances are you'll enjoy the activities at work and at home, as things won't easily get you down. When the day's responsibilities are met, see about getting out for some recreational time with a good friend or two, if possible. This is especially important if it's been a while since you relaxed your pace. This kind of break can rejuvenate you, and bring a greater feeling of contentment to your life. Having the moon in your communication sector during Mercury, the planet of communication's first full day in Virgo, is just one of the advantages today. This comes just as the stars have already aligned across the communication, friendship and relationship fronts, and in the center of this is a friendly aspect to Venus, the planet of love, and to planets in your communication sector. Mercury has returned to find that his mission to get the communication lines open not only has a head start but in what is a taste of things to come. The week not only began with the moon in Virgo but clashed with both planets in your relationship sector, as it does with each monthly visit. Just days later the moon is long gone and in its place is Mercury, the planet of communication. Mercury is weeks away from clashing with planets on the relationship front and is instead more focused on getting the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. Today is a messy day. A minor aspect between Mercury and Neptune this morning could make us feel emotionally drained, and your energy level could take a big hit. Jupiter joins the party, asking us to dream big while also magnifying the obstacles. The harsh aspects continue well into the afternoon as Mars forms a connection to the North Node of Destiny, creating issues around confrontation and communication. We'll be hungry for change, but we might run into issues as we try and convince others to go along with our ideas. The connection between Mars and Uranus tonight gives us the inspiration to mix things up a bit. This aspect can help us find innovative ways to move forward in business and status, but today's energy could make implementing new ideas a bit difficult. There is a lot of energy in the sky right now asking us to evolve, but getting there isn't so easy. Try to pace yourself today, and enter the work week aiming for new growth. Remember that transformation doesn't happen overnight. Sticking to a routine while making small adjustments can help move things in the right direction without overwhelming your psyche. Finding balance won't be easy though, so remember to breathe deeply if your tension or stress level begins to rise. Remember that transformation doesn't happen overnight. Sticking to a routine while making small adjustments can help move things in the right direction without overwhelming your psyche. Finding balance won't be easy though, so remember to breathe deeply if your tension or stress level begins to rise. The cosmic weather is quiet until before noon, when the Libra moon opposes Neptune in Pisces, provoking confusion. We are inclined to rationalize situations now, and yet events that transpire defy explanation. The more we seek to make sense of our interactions, the more contradictory they become. This will prompt some of us to remain in place and avoid making any moves until the proverbial clouds part. For others, we'll try to bargain with the universe, attempting to nail down agreements while swimming in a cloud of fog. Naturally, it would be better to wait before settling into new routines. Instead of turning our emotional radar outward, we go inward. This recalibration helps us to make breakthroughs about our character and behaviors. It can even enlighten us as to why we use pattern recognition as a mechanism for safety and security. An interest in our psychological workings will also make us curious about how others tick. Yet, where our probing might ordinarily be considered intrusive, others welcome our questions now, as they are likely conducting their own personal examinations. Following this aspect, the moon enters a void period lasting until after nightfall, suggesting we avoid starting new ventures.